Hello everybody and welcome back. It's us the Greek, and today we'll be continuing Projectedensgarden. We are currently in the trial, again, if you haven't noticed before, and we're trying to figure out who the killer might have been. I'm assuming now we're going to go into the alibis here, because
why not run away earlier?
we know
fleeing while
who,
everyone is searching seems really risky.
Who the people were on the ground, so I guess we're gonna probably look at the alibis? I still think it's Diana.
It's not impossible.
I still think she's the most suspicious one of them all.
If not that,
And doesn't have an alibi.
Maybe the killer returned to the boiler room after discarding the pin?
Sounds pretty meat-headed if you ask me.
Yes, you'd think a killer would use that moment to run
Maybe
away.
they tried to clean up the murder case, although, you know, the murder scene, yeah.
Or the two who heard the footsteps? Describe the sound.
It was kinda socky.
Socky?
As in, it sounded pretty
Yeah.
soft. Like the person had taken off their shoes.
Saki, huh?
Saki. I've never heard this word before.
Seems this killer was purposefully trying to keep quiet.
Because their footsteps were
Because they took off their shoes.
That seems like a leap in logic.
Alright, Diana, calm down.
No, I get what she's saying. Everyone here has socks on, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So any one of us could have run down the hallway. The thing with shoes is, not everyone here has the same kind. If the killer had worn theirs, we might have been able to figure out their footwear from the sound.
Because there's some
it made
shoes
on
that
the
have
floor.
very distinctive sound. I have some boots that I wear during the winter and when it's raining and stuff. When I go from the office and I want to use the bathroom, you can literally hear me everywhere. You can hear the heel, the boots, tuk, 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 tuk. like you can. I can't surprise you. You will hear me no matter where I go in the area.
Then we just have to single out the person with that footwear. Man, it would have been so
Some of them are
easy to find
squeaky,
the
you know,
killer.
some of them like...
We already can find the killer, though.
What?
Oi, are you pulling
No,
out
you
leg?
have all the evidence.
I'm completely serious. Picture a map of the building complex in your head. The building with the dorms is on the left, the courtyard is in the middle, and the building with the tree is on the right. Now, try and pin everyone's locations during Wolfgang's murder.
Yep.
Once you do that,
Yep.
the identity of the killer will definitely be...
Come on, let it be Diana, please. It has to be Diana. Who else would it be?
Is the killer someone whose position we can't place?
Exactly.
No, it's not about
It's not?
position.
Eh?
Wolfgang's killer can easily lie about their location during the
Yep.
murder. The only thing distinguishing their testimony from everyone else's
Yep.
theirs can't be corroborated.
Oh boy, I got it right. It has to be Diana. In which case, our killer... Yes, that's right. The only one here who can possibly be the killer is you. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Yes!
It's you.
I'm sorry, Snow, if you're watching this, but like, I have to get right. I have to be right. I have to be right. She was so suspicious. It was so obvious. She was always like, oh.
The makeup
She's like, oh, but our friends. Like, she was the only one that literally, when she walked in, she came in last, first of all, at Wolfgang's murders. She said nothing. And the first thing she said after everyone had reacted and screamed and stuff like that, she was like, but why would someone kill her friend? I wonder why.
She's the only one here.
Exactly.
Those of us who attended the tournament can obviously be ruled
Uh-huh.
out. And as for those who didn't, Desmond and Eloise were in the courtyard.
Exactly.
Toshiko and Ingrid were in the same dorm room.
Exactly.
What about Winona? She never mentioned an alibi.
Yeah, she was with Ulysses.
Winona and I were in the building with
Exactly.
the tree all morning. In fact, yes, Desmond and Eloise should have witnessed us walking over there, as those two were in the courtyard at the time.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's true.
In that
That is
case,
the only one who was alone in her
Diana
room.
really is the only one without an alibi. Guys, if
Can we see a
she's the
snap?
person who fled
I want to see the
building,
real
those
Diana.
footsteps
This is
would
all
not
fake.
make a lot
I don't
more
believe her from a
sense.
second.
Heels make a pretty loud clop sound on hard floors, and the underground hallway's floor is pretty hard. Diana would obviously want to take them off.
Yep.
Also, heels aren't comfy to run in.
Whoa.
Yep.
I didn't even think of it like that.
Before that, when Wolfgang died, I was like, I'm ready to post like an image of my "Who Kills Toshiko" video and be like, this aged like fine milk. But now, hey, she may have not killed Toshiko, but she did kill someone.
You're totally
So I may be still right on the money.
Since Diana's the only one here with heels.
She's the only one with heels, I
she'd
didn't
have to
even know
take
that.
them off.
Guys, what are you talking
Yep.
about? Me? A killer? Do you really think I could be a
Yes,
killer?
sir.
The fact
I made
you
a whole
weren't at the
video about that, bro.
tournament is incriminating enough.
Not just that. Everyone but you has
Exactly.
an alibi.
But I do have an alibi.
That's not true, though.
Right, Ava?
No. Huh?
You woke up with me this morning, and you never saw me leave my
Yeah,
dorm.
because she left.
During the brief amount of time we were together, I never saw you leave. What you did after I left for the game tournament,
Exactly.
however, is anyone's guess.
Ava wanted to help me and Cass set up the tournament, so we told her to swing by early.
For that reason, I left Diana's dorm at 8:05 a.m. I know the exact time since her room has a clock.
So she left before Wolfgang left.
I probably entered the dining hall around 8:10 a.m.-ish.
So much for an alibi.
Yep.
Then.
Yep.
Diana, don't
The
tell
person who betrayed everyone's trust. You have to play the clip of Wolfgang here. The whole person who betrayed everyone's trust. Are you happy Diana in the video?
Holy smokes!
Yep. I'm happy I was right, bro. It has to be her.
Are we sure there hasn't been some
It has to
sort
be
of
her, bro.
misunderstanding?
If they do all that and it's not her, I'm gonna be sad.
It's not possible.
It has to be her, bro. It has to
The
be.
killer. No! I refuse to believe it.
Looks like some people here aren't willing to face the facts. It's not a problem. I'll make them face the facts. Oh shit. Whether they like it or not, soon enough, nobody will be able to deny that I killed Wolfgang. Non-stop debate, baby. Let's go. What are we looking at? Storage closets, blood spots, blackouts.
If it was
I don't know which one
Diana
falls here.
inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail?
Oh, maybe.
Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Yeah, maybe.
Diana's blood? Are you saying she wounded
I think
herself?
Wolfgang wounded her.
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
Which would be the hypocrisy too.
I don't know. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already?
Yeah, he didn't.
The killer was wielding a rolling
Yeah.
pin.
Well, maybe they had both.
No. Dual wielding.
The rolling pin in one hand and the knife in
No.
the other. Dual wielding.
Yeah.
This
Dual
killer's
wielding.
next level.
I don't know which one to use. That person's point is clearly impossible. They should realize as much as I point out that piece of evidence. Hold on.
If it was
Let me see.
Diana inside that boiler room,
Saw the blackout. The blood spots could be that. What else do we have? I don't remember. I don't think this is the case. Knife found floating in the water, and the blade in surrounding water was an unmistakable color of blood. While inspecting the kitchen, discovered a knife block inside. I don't know if it's the knife. Yeah, this probably is hers as well. Not sure which one it is here.
could she
blood
be
spots?
the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Diana's blood? Are you saying she wounded herself?
I don't think she wounded herself.
Wounded herself? What makes you think that? I don't know. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
It's here? No.
I don't have it. There were only two people, so the blood was left by the other person.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
I don't know. I'm actually stumped here.
blood?
I was gassing myself up earlier.
Are you saying she wounded herself?
She didn't wound herself. There's no point in doing that.
I don't know. Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
I don't have any.
Did we not already agree the killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Oh, I ran out of time. Whoops. Oh, there's the game over. I have to continue, obviously. Alright, let's figure this out, alright?
If it was Diana inside
I don't think we
that
can
boiler
absorb
room,
any...
could she be the one who left the blood trail?
Can we absorb anything?
Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Diana's blood? Are you saying she wounded
It's not
herself?
the case.
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already agree the killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Well, maybe they
Oh,
had
because the
both.
rolling pin had 200. Yeah, that's what it is.
The rolling pin and what?
There we go, yeah. The rolling pin had 200s, so it can be one hand. Yeah. I just love that. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
The killer was only wielding the rolling pin during their confrontation with Wolfgang. You can tell just from looking at the pin. There are 2 handprints wrapped around the edge.
I'm not seeing the 200s, but
the killer had been holding.
I'll take his word for it.
Which makes sense because you can swing with more force if you use both hands.
Exactly.
And that's what a killer wants when trying to knock out a grown man.
Then, who held the knife?
Wolfgang.
It wasn't the killer, so it was most likely the only other person in the boiler room. Wolfgang.
Which is crazy, because he was like, the worst thing a man can do is kill a woman, and he tried stabbing her. It all falls down to the hypocrisy thing.
Wolfgang, carrying a dangerous weapon?
Hey, he tried to kill her.
If you were in his situation, wouldn't you? Wolfgang received an anonymous message asking him to meet in a basement, all whilst in the middle of a killing game. At that point, doesn't matter how much of an optimist he is.
Yep.
No better than to come unarmed.
A knife isn't super hard to find either. Wolfgang probably just stole one from the
Yep.
kitchen.
Besides, if Diana is the one who got stabbed, it would explain the blood trail. Think about it. She arms herself with the rolling pin and attacks Wolfgang, getting hurt by him in the process. For some reason, possibly because of the blackout, she doesn't clean the blood trail she's leaving, and returns to her dorm room after.
No! That's wrong!
Huh?
I wasn't stabbed. If I was stabbed, then I'd have an injury. But there's nothing, right? There's nothing on me.
Took care of that, I guess?
Depends. If a vein got nipped, you'd be seeing blood no matter the size of the cut. Of course, that also means a small cut will need bandaging, which I'm not seeing.
I mean, if she was like... She could have used makeup for this.
You may not see any injuries on Diana, but
yeah, if he stabbed her in like the back, she could just bandage herself in the back.
If she wanted,
yeah,
she could simply hide her injuries from view. After all, someone like her has exactly
she's the ultimate cosmetologist. How did Diana hide her wounds? Diana's talent. Diana's cowardice. Wolfgang's knife.
Got it.
She used Wolfgang's knife to cover the wounds.
Talent.
Yep.
As the ultimate cosmetologist, Diana could easily cover her wounds.
Yep.
It makes sense. With the right equipment,
She said she went to apply makeup,
even a bandaged wound.
but we didn't see it.
As Diana's bunking partner, I've seen firsthand how many different cosmetics are inside her room. So unfortunately, I have to agree.
Let's see that face. Let's see that mask drop, Diana. Show us the real you.
No. No. But
Wait. Diana, did you just say no? As in, no, you're not wrong that I covered up my wounds?
What?
Oh,
Hold on.
crap. Oh, crap.
Hold on. Did they get anything wrong? No. She got exposed herself. I didn't notice that. She did say no, but did you get anything wrong? No, but yep.
You guys know what this means, right, guys? Diana
Yep,
is...
she's the one.
Diana just...
Diana just?
Diana basically just
Uh-huh.
confessed!
A confession?
She said, did you get anything wrong? No, but
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Diana got wounded, which proves she got in a fight with Wolfgang, which means... all that stuff about Wolfgang going to the boiler room. All that stuff really did happen.
yeah, she said, did I get anything wrong? It's like, yeah. I said no, but
Diana. She lured Wolfgang to the boiler room by writing him
Uh-huh.
a note. And when he arrived, she attacked him. And killed
Uh-huh.
him. And now...
I think she's been lying this whole time.
Trial, hoping we would never
Please let me be right that she was lying this whole time and she wasn't nice to begin with.
Diana, it wasn't
You have to say something else.
I promise, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
To think she could preach about friendship.
This is the hypocrisy we're talking about.
And then try and sentence the rest of us to punishment.
Golly, you're right. If we voted
Uh-huh.
for the wrong person,
Uh-huh.
we would have been executed.
Yes, sir.
That's so...
You can see I have the biggest smile on my face right now.
Seriously, Diana? What the hell?
Please let her snap, please. Let her snap, bro.
Can we at least hear Diana's side
I mean,
of
we'll
the
have to.
story?
Her side?
Well, you know, Diana has, I just think it's fair we listen.
What does it matter what she says?
Yeah.
Look at the evidence.
We still don't know about the shrapnel on the cord.
We know who the killer is. If you really want to ask for Diana's side of the story,
We still have some stuff we haven't used, right? Let me see which we haven't used yet. Oh, I should probably save too, now I think about it. Let me save the game too, while I'm at it, because I haven't saved at all. This is a good opportunity to save. Let's do the trick bullets again. So we have used the blackout, the blood spots. Oh, actually, I don't think we have used the blood spots. Or the doorknob. We have used the hands, the DC pad. See the cord, so 3. The footsteps. I haven't used this either, I think. The generator. We have seen Grace's testimony. I haven't seen the smell. The shrapnel. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff we haven't used, I think. The thin piece of metal. Still a lot we haven't discussed. Which makes me think that we're gonna actually have that second round with Diana snapping, right?
No!
Vote. That's right. Hit the vote for the killer. Diana. Proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she's the killer. Proving it beyond a reasonable doubt, so...
No. No. No.
Why is it that when I hear the cry, I get this strange nagging feeling in my chest? Why does a tiny part of me want to believe that things she's saying? Why all of a sudden? Do I doubt myself? No. No, no, you don't do this to me. You don't do this to me. You're not gonna tell me this is not the case. I'm gonna be so sad if that's the case.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
That's not immediately, that's the wrong.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn.
Is the immediately part.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
Poor Wolfie.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously...
Because others did have alibi, like how else could...
But I wanted to believe so badly.
Believe it!
That you were innocent. Why didn't I see you for who you were?
Yep.
If this goes on any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Let's get this over with and vote.
It's the immediately part, I know why it's wrong.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler
There's
room.
no way we got it wrong.
Once he got there, she killed him.
Or not.
immediately. That doesn't mean shit.
You're right, it doesn't mean shit.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she
You have
killed
to
him immediately.
pick up something.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never
There's
murder
no way.
Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
But I...
Oh man, please don't tell me that she's not actually the killer. I'm gonna be so sad if that's the case. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
If this goes on any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Let's get this over with and vote! Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him
I
immediately.
thought that was the case, but
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn.
is it
the
possible
truth.
that I don't see any like white noise being?
Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
She probably tried to break the white noise.
I wanted to believe so badly.
I'm so lost. I'm not talking because I'm trying to think what we have to do here.
If this goes on any longer,
Oh, I gotta get the game over now,
I'm
huh?
gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Let's get this over with and vote!
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They're not telling the truth. How is that possible when I already know the truth? It can be possible, unless.
Diana was the one who lured
Yeah, we're done.
Wolfgang.
Yikes. Alright, we'll continue. Let's go. Second game over.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the
Alright, hold
boiler
on.
room.
We have the game tournament timeline. The game tournament began at 9 AM and was attended by 8 people. But it can't be any of them though. Literally can't be any of them because we saw them walking past, right? And if Diana saw Wolfgang murdered, why would she remove her? Like if I'm shocked, I would just run. I would be like, oh, let me remove my shoes and then run. I don't know which one it is.
Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would.
Oh
never
yeah, I think
learn
it's the
truth.
immediately part. Maybe it's the
Could
taser
you,
gun.
Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
I think it's just that. It still is. Hold on, yeah, let's skip that. I think it's still a taser gun. I have to say that she didn't kill him immediately because he had to be electrocuted. I think that's what we have to do here. I think it's the grace we have to contradict there, but or I guess refute. Alright.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him
No, it's not that.
immediately. That doesn't mean shit. She had every opportunity to kill him then and there. Diana
the
was the
blackout.
one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she
Suspicious
fled the
note.
crime
Let me see the
scene,
suspicious note.
hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
Suspicious note. Discovered inside Wolfgang Blaze. No. Close the door. It's not the taser gun. Take out the door before 8 AM and fetch and greet some medication from the pharmacy. Her playback, she briefly encountered Wolfgang in the hallway. Angered overheard bits and pieces of Toshka and Wolfgang's conversation from her room. She's fairly confident that kind of happened around 8:10 AM. You don't have a Tosha tablet to use this. It's not this either. It's not the knife. Maybe we just have to, like, get one of the white noise stuff. But which one makes sense? Do I have to agree with Diana? I don't want to agree with Diana. Oh, I missed my chance. Okay, whoops. Alright, well. Okay, let's see. So I have 20 something minutes. I don't know. I don't know what the play here is. Not sure. Guess to turn this debate around, can you?
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
I don't think it's the correct play.
She fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
But I
wanted to believe so badly that you were innocent. Why didn't I see you for who you were?
If this goes on
I'm
any
trying to
longer,
think right now, what could be. So what if we just take the murder
what are we
part?
waiting for then? Let's get this over with and vote. Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to
I
the
don't like the
boiler
idea that
room.
Diana is not innocent.
Once he got
But it's
there,
not guilty.
she killed him
Let's try
immediately.
to.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us
Alright.
together.
Let's try to like take her statement.
I would never murder Wolfgang.
Didn't work.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
Do you have more time? Somebody? Let's try and test out how it works again, because I forgot.
Why didn't I see you for who you were?
No?
If this goes on any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then?
Ooh, I'm losing time. Hold
Get
on.
this over with and vote.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Alright, I'm gonna take a short intermission to figure out, or at least look, something here, because I feel like I'm missing something out. I'm gonna try to see the playthrough and see if there's a guide for this, because I'm not figuring out what's going on here and don't want to waste hours on this particular part, so I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, intermission is over. I have checked the videos, and I was right that we had to use this, but it was suspicious notes. I should just use that. That was it. Alright, I was on the right track, I just didn't try everything, I guess. I thought I tried it, I don't know.
Hold on. Grace.
Let's see.
You're overlooking a crucial detail. Do you recall the note I found in Wolfgang's blazer pocket? I asked him to meet in the boiler room at 8:15 a.m. According to the Tozu.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
He died over an hour later
Alright, yeah.
at 9:35
That's the end explanation.
That means Wolfgang didn't die right after he got to the boiler room.
What's your point?
And he didn't die either.
Point is that the killer had no reason to lure Wolfgang to the boiler room and then wait over an hour to kill him. There's no guarantee another person won't enter the room during that time. It's in the killer's best interest to be in and out of there as fast as possible.
Oh, there's a doorknob.
When we originally discussed the note, we lacked the context to properly understand this time discrepancy. But if we go with your idea that Diana killed Wolfgang immediately, then that discrepancy
Okay,
becomes
so that's
all
where
too
the
clear.
door comes in, right? With the lock.
Didn't just arrive late.
He was already on his way when I ran into him at 8:10 a.m. He must have arrived on time.
Yeah, he
Same
was a
goes
punctual
for the
guy.
killer. I doubt Wolfgang would stay in the boiler room for long if no one came to meet him. For that reason, we can assume Wolfgang was knocked unconscious soon after he arrived. But there's such a long period of time between him being knocked out and him being killed. Unless you want to tell me he and Diana were in an hour-long struggle, then I'm sure there's more to the mystery here.
There is, but I still think Diana is the killer. Whoa!
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you see this is a trick?
That actually scared me. It actually scared me, okay.
Diana's blubbering and crying is just a farce to make us think she's innocent.
I agree with Grace here, but I know Damon is on the right track.
My only concern is the evidence not adding up.
Yeah.
If you're still not convinced Diana is the killer, then let me show you something you overlooked. I call it undeniable fucking
Let's see it.
proof!
Let's fucking see it, bruh. Let's see it. Alright, let's see the undeniable truth. Okay. The doorknob, I'm assuming, is what we can do.
Damn what Diana says!
That's fast.
Not only is she the one person without an alibi,
Oh, I
the blood from her wounds
crushed something.
places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died.
Oh man.
How can the killer be anyone but her?
I cropped a lot of stuff I shouldn't have.
If Diana lured Wolfgang downstairs, why would she take over an hour to kill him? It doesn't make sense. Not when there's a risk of someone else entering the boiler room.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door.
Oh, there we go.
I'll
Yeah.
cut through those words.
She could have done it though. Right?
The boiler room door can't be relied upon here. If Diana locked it, she would be trapping herself inside the boiler room.
What?
The doorknob has been flipped so that the keyhole faces inside, while the lock faces outside. Had you investigated the crime scene more closely, you might have realized this detail sooner. In any case, locking the door would lock everyone inside the room, not outside.
But she could still be there though.
Killer, she'd be better off leaving the door open.
How the heck do you even flip a doorknob? Sounds like something only a tradesperson could do.
Meh. You really think so? Swapping a doorknob is easy. Well, last time I did anything like it was a while ago, but everyone here knows knobs are screwable, right? If you get a screwdriver and know what you're doing, you can rotate the doorknob quick smart.
If you can swap a doorknob, then I guess anyone can.
Damn.
Right
Okay.
on. Wait.
Yeah,
Are you
that's...
saying that like it's a bad thing? Or?
Yeah.
Is that why Diana remained in the boiler room after Wolfgang died? She had been locked inside?
Very possible.
What do you make of the footsteps then? If they were Diana's, it would imply she escaped the boiler room. How do you suppose she did that?
The evidence in the boiler room, I feel confident I can deduce a method. It's it's this thing, right?
This is it.
Yeah. Immediately thought I was gonna be like used to unlock. You see it in movies and
Near the
stuff.
boiler room door, I discovered a thin piece
Uh-huh.
of metal. At first glance, it didn't look important.
Looks like a hairpin.
But if you were to fold it in half, theoretically, it would look like a hairpin.
Ah, she used the classic maneuver.
The classic indeed.
Picking a lock with a hairpin. It can be done. It just takes a bit of practice.
Diana probably had this hairpin inside her makeup bag. So, she used it to fiddle with the lock until it eventually came undone. Which, judging by the timing of her footsteps, happened late into the blackout.
She probably couldn't see.
Messing with a lock in pitch blackness. Whew. Now that would be impossible for me.
That would continue the trial of
Diana did
Diana still
access
be
lock.
the...
Like, through the Tozu trinket, undoing the lock
Yeah.
would still be difficult. Way too difficult of a situation to deliberately put herself in.
What? Why did I not leave the boiler room? The door was never locked? Someone else locked the door.
I got it.
Wait, what?
Someone else must have locked the door.
Wolfgang?
If we go with our current train of thought,
Maybe he tried to kill her
the
instead.
doorknob was rearranged so you could only lock it from the outside. It doesn't make sense for Diana to rearrange the lock, enter the room, and deliberately trap herself inside, which means someone else must have locked the door. I know this doesn't necessarily clear Diana's suspicion, but it's strange enough to warrant
Wait.
further investigation.
I'd rather resolve this thread before we move on to voting.
Agreed.
Maybe the hypocrisy that
We
Wolfgang
could
tried to
easily
kill
miss
her.
something important if we turn our noses away.
Maybe he was shady as well.
So, why did this mystery person close the door in the first place?
What if they saw the scuffle between Wolfie and Diana and closed the door to protect themselves?
Instead of seeking help? Or trying to stop the scuffle?
You say that like closing the door isn't exactly what you would do.
True.
What kind of asshole for?
That's kind of true.
Any chance they locked it to prevent Diana from escaping?
And somehow unscrewed the doorknob without drawing attention to themselves?
The note does say to close the door, though.
About the door being locked, not the door not being unscrewed.
Unless two entirely different people just so happen to interfere with the boiler room at two entirely separate intervals. The one who locked the door is most likely the one who flipped it, yes?
Yes.
So we're thinking Wolfgang did it?
Then you should be wondering the same thing. How did they unscrew the doorknob without catching anyone's attention?
Yeah, doesn't sound possible.
Not in the moment, it isn't. But what if the doorknob had been swapped beforehand? Say this person knew Wolfgang and Diana were coming to the boiler room. They could have swapped the knob in advance, waited for Diana and Wolfgang to enter, and then closed and locked the door.
So the flipping of the doorknob was premeditated?
With what we currently know, I'd wager it's our safest assumption. At least until we hear Diana's side of the story.
Diana, since you were the last person with Wolfgang, your testimony could be our most valuable.
I don't know, man. I want her to be evil.
You need to tell me what happened. If not for me, or for you.
At the very least.
At the very least. Do it for Wolfgang's sake.
I just got snap. It's like, Wolfgang's sake, he did this.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how to react to that.
Really?
Just go snap, please. No.
I wanted to help. I wanted to make everything okay.
Wait, what?
But all I could do was be useless. All I could do was watch him die.
Huh?
It's all my fault. All my fault.
I don't get it.
Doing the wrong thing.
So is this a confession, or?
No!
Huh?
I didn't kill Wolfgang. And I don't know who did, but I still failed him as a friend. I failed him then. And I failed him here. But if I told the truth, things would be worse than they already are. But now that I've said nothing...
Diana watched Wolfgang die?
It's okay,
Come on, man. There's no way I was wrong twice.
Take deep breaths.
Man, I want her to be the killer, please.
We'll believe you no matter what you say.
It's looking like Diana might actually be innocent. No! It's looking like that, but the nagging feeling in my chest still hasn't gone away. Damn it, what am I doing? Because of one girl, I've been doubting myself and jumping from one argument to another. If I can piece together my own thoughts, how can I possibly piece together this case? I need to get a grip on myself. I need to keep sight of myself and the goal of this killer. Whatever is thrown at me next, I need to persevere. Because if I don't, if everyone else here votes wrong, I won't leave this place alive. Is this the new game mode? Or is it a class trial intermission?
Has all this murder hubbub left your head in a tizzy?
Intermission, huh?
Perhaps you need a short break. Something to lighten the mood and let you collect yourself.
This might be a good time to stop.
Something like a nice cup of tea.
Yes.
Welcome, one and all, to the first episode of
Oh my
Tozo's
God.
Tea Time. If you haven't already, sit back and relax. Here, we do not use our brains, but deal only in gossip.
Oh,
now,
spill the tea,
question
Tozu.
from me to you.
Okay.
What are sheep good at, if anything? Most humans, and some sheep, tend to respond with a resounding absolutely nothing.
They have the wool.
Sheep cannot create art or invent medicine. For goodness sake, they can't even perform music!
What is this
Their limited
argument?
Speech and quadrupedal locomotion prevents them from reaching the heights of humans. They're practically glued to the lower echelons of the food chain.
Echelons, so it's called.
No matter how hard sheep may try, they will never be anything more than their number tags. I can't say I like that answer. Too pessimistic for me.
Really?
Plus, what of the sheep who still try?
Try to do what?
The sheep who realize their fate but continue to challenge it all the same.
What fate? What is he talking
They
about?
so determined to prove their worth. When humans
Is this supposed to be like a metaphor for Wolfgang here?
Meals. Isn't that something admirable? What a shame our sheep had to be so miserable.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going on. Yeah, I think Wolfgang was doing something he shouldn't be.
Thank you again for attending Tozu's tea time. No need for extravagant farewells. I've an inkling you'll be back for tea sooner than you can say Jack Robinson. Who's Jack Robinson? I have no idea.
Okay, I was about to ask. Alright, that was the intermission, I'm assuming.
Diana, now's your chance to defend yourself.
Come on, man, I have to chest beat Diana. Alright, we're gonna stop here. Gonna save the game. This has been a roller coaster right now. I'm like, is this Diana? Is it not? I don't know. I hope she is. I guess we'll find out next time. But until then, do take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.